Guys, let's play a game. Guess which multi-billionaire's wife got into a new relationship. Any guesses? It's none other than Melinda Gates, who said life after divorce couldn't be fun, and it seems like she's living her best life. And we can't help but hope it's with her new boyfriend. We wonder what her Microsoft multi-billionaire ex thinks about him. Keep watching, cause in this video, we'll discuss Melinda's new boyfriend and more. First of all, Melinda moved on from the Microsoft co-founder, who said a divorce means you can't fall in love again. Melinda French Gates is proving all the haters wrong cause she's gone and done just that. The philanthropist's been dating Jon Du Pre, a former correspondent for Fox News who's currently working as a communications specialist for the last few months. It's unclear how long the pair have been seeing each other, but according to page 6, the new boyfriend and Melinda were photographed together by the paparazzi at a Nets and Celtics game. And this isn't any recent game. Oh, nope, this game happened back in 2022. But wait, there's more. Other than watching basketball games together, the two lovebirds and a few of their family members even stayed at Pelican Hill, a fancy 5-star hotel in Newport Beach, California. Are they even vacationing together? With family? Damn, that sounds like the relationship's serious. And it looks like it can stay pretty tight if both parties play their cards right. In Melinda's case, we hope it works out in the long run because the philanthropist looked quite happy in the pictures released of her with Jon. Coming up, why did Bill and Melinda Gates get a divorce? So everyone's familiar with Bill and Melinda Gates, right? The former couple founded the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation when they were still together and eventually built it into one of the largest charity organizations in the world. It's made the world better one donation at a time. And even though Melinda and Bill are still working together for the sake of the foundation, the same can't be said about their relationship. Social media and well-wishers alike were surprised when they heard that Bill and Melinda got a divorce. And it seemed to us as if it was out of the blue. But French Gates later admitted that the divorce was because of Bill's association with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The former computer scientist stated that she didn't like that he had done meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, something that she'd made clear to him on several occasions. She described Epstein as abhorrent and evil personified, and then added that her heart breaks for these women. According to Melinda, she needed to take a different path, one that didn't have her ex-husband in it. She added that the divorce would understandably come as a shock to people. Initially, she felt bad about it, but now she doesn't regret or feel bad about anything because she gave everything she had to the marriage. She was committed to it from the day they got engaged until it ended when Melinda got out of the relationship. Up next, Melinda took a master class to get back into the dating game. The divorce took a huge toll on her, and it makes sense because it was wide open to public scrutiny. If we were in Melinda's shoes, we'd cry a week thrice from the stress. But hey, that vulnerable process wasn't all that bad for her, because for one, it got the philanthropist thinking much more deeply about the relationships she wanted in her future, both professionally and romantically speaking. But to do that, she'd need to do her homework first. And of course, mentally prepare herself for a brand new chapter. This is where author and psychotherapist Esther Perel's masterclass on relational intelligence comes into the picture. Melinda took the class and did her homework until the very end. And according to her, the masterclass outlines a few important rules. One important rule is to establish shared power in a relationship. Power was a concept that used to be viewed and believed to be a fixed factor in interpersonal relationships. The key word is used to be. It's not fixed anymore. Instead, it's fluid and something worth negotiating. Perel also says when we're concerned with power in a relationship, we mean the level of agency someone has. So if you have agency in a relationship, it's a win because it helps you uplift your partner instead of looking down on them or asserting your dominance. Moving on, here's everything to know about Melinda's new boyfriend. Melinda's new beau could not be any more different from her ex-husband Bill Gates. From the looks of it, it seems her taste in men has done a full 180 degrees. From his looks, hobbies, and political viewpoints, Jon is the opposite of Bill. The man has a tattooed bicep and an extremely ripped body. Can you imagine Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates with a bicep tattoo or a ripped body? No. If anything, he instead gives off distant rich uncle vibes. After a quick peek at his social media accounts, we discover Jon loves the outdoors and is a passionate hiker. He's a beefy male, Mother Nature, but Bill, not so much. He prefers staying indoors, focusing on computers, and sticking to the world on his screen, not the one outside the window, which we're not going to lie, is also decent. The guy gave us Microsoft for crying out loud. Jon and Bill are also on two opposing opposing polls regarding politics. Du Pre used to work at Fox News, which is notably right-wing. In recent news, the communications specialist has rejected the right wing and even called out Fox News for always sharing fake news. While Bill and Melinda are more on the left-wing side and even donated almost $70 million through their Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to boost President Joe Biden's 2016 campaign. As we said, the two men couldn't be more different. But hey, if Melinda's happy, then that's what matters. What's more, Jon wasn't the picture-perfect first husband. The former Fox News reporter used to be married to Gina Larson, a former Miss Utah. And let's just say the relationship wasn't smooth sailing for them. Not for Gina, at least. Jon shares 3 children with his ex-wife, Gina. 2 sons, Casey and Johnny, graduates of Brigham Young University, and a daughter, Jessie, who graduated from the University of Utah. So what exactly happened to them breaking up? Jon's relationship with his first wife, Gina, was pretty unstable. He even mentioned one specific event in his memoir where he verbally abused her. It happened when his ex-wife was 7 months pregnant with their 3rd child in 1995. He took all his anger out on her and explained that once she was disarmed and she didn't have a chance, he'd go off on her, spitfiring insults and derogatory remarks. Du Pre described in his memoir, The Prodigal Father, a true story of tragedy, survival, and reconciliation in an American family, that one time he ran across the living room to his pregnant wife and launched the worst verbal attack she had ever endured. To quote the man himself, he said he would find out why his father left him and ruined his life, and that he would take it out on her because she made him feel guilty about it. Yikes, we hope he's resolved these issues and is seeing a therapist now, or else Melinda will have to proceed with caution. Finally, what's Jon Du Pre's memoir about? Du Pre notes his efforts to find his absent father and understand why the man abandoned his family. According to the memoir, Robert Du Pre had been a successful FBI agent turned civil rights attorney in South Carolina. But soon enough, things took a turn for the worse as the man started drinking heavily and began extramarital affairs. The author even mentioned all the times he was at strangers' houses while his father was with one of his mistresses in a different room, as well as several nights where he'd be standing in front of the YMCA waiting for his dad outside. And this would happen pretty late at night when young kids should, be asleep. Jon wrote that their family basement was changed into a makeshift dream home, but they always needed more money to save up for it. And there wasn't anything dreamy about the basement unless you can count his father's violent fits of rage as dreamy. Sounds more like a nightmare to us. The point is, his dad was a terrible parent, and Jon wanted to finally confront him about it once and for all. Well, it's not our cup of tea, but if you like the sound of it, then feel free to add it to your reading list. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts about Melinda's new relationship? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.